Hi guys, it is raining outside today, so sorry if you can hear that. Right, so I did a video called Benefits of Being Single, and someone commented on the video, and I wanted to basically talk a little bit more about their comment in terms of just responding, really, because I think it's quite important. So as you know, on this channel we talk about healing from toxicity, which means that I believe that there are unhealthy ways that people are dealing with issues in today's society, and I kind of want to remind people of where their pain and trauma is coming from, so that they can start making different and healthier decisions for themselves. So with the benefits of being single video, someone commented on my post, which I appreciate, by the way. So you said, so in other words, there's no actual benefit to being single. You just need to stop picking garbage dudes. You're not ugly. You attract most guys. You pick losers. And I like that point. I like that point because it is the truth. But the fundamental thing that's missing from the comment really is, in order for you to make different choices in your life, you need to understand why you're making those choices in the first place. So for me, I've always attracted toxic people until I started doing the work on myself. So I'm going to explain why you may possibly attract toxic people into your life, so then that way you can start doing the work to make sure that you don't. So here we go. First one. Unresolved childhood experiences can lead to unhealthy attachment styles, which means that if you see your mum and dad interacting in a certain way, it now becomes the norm for you as a child. We become accustomed to a norm as we grow older, and that is why your infancy is so crucial and important, because it shapes your ideology of what is healthy and what is not. So if you had a toxic attachment style to your parents, or they had a toxic attachment style to each other, that now seems very familiar to you, so you would also attract somebody of that nature. The second point as to why you would attract toxic men is having low self-esteem. Now, in itself is self-explanatory, because people who are toxic tend to be narcissistic, and people who are narcissistic are really good at love bombing you. And love bombing is really about overly praising you for things that you haven't really done. And when you have low self-esteem, all you really want to do is get somebody to validate you and make you feel good, and they are the best people at doing that. So that's another way why you would attract someone of that nature. The third thing as to why you would attract someone quite toxic is lack of boundaries. Now, this I like to couple with the fear of being alone, because when you have lack of boundaries, there's normally really an undertone to it. The reason why you have lack of boundaries is because you're scared of losing someone in your life that you deem to be important, because you can't live without them. And over time, that level of disrespect is toxic within itself, because you haven't put your foot down to say this is unacceptable behaviour. And that unacceptable behaviour will only grow over time, which in essence is somebody who is quite toxic. People can turn toxic if you have lack of boundaries as well. And so this is why the healing process is so important, because say for instance you got a job, right? And they started overpaying you £1,000 every single time, but you never said anything to them about them overpaying you. Why would you say anything to them? Because it's extra money in your pocket. It's the same with toxic relationships. Someone is willing to allow you to take advantage of them. Most of the times, naturally, we would take advantage of them unless it is seem to be unhealthy. But for instance, money. Someone keeps on giving you money, you're not going to say, don't give me this money. Do you know what I mean? Last trait that I've got on my list of attracting toxic people is the fear of being lonely. And I mean this one in a sense of settling. Have you ever been with someone and you're of age and people expect you to get married, your friends, your family, and you're also having so many social media reels about you know, getting pregnant, having a baby before a certain age. I believe the age is 34. You should have a child before the age of 34 because of our biological clock and issues and blah, blah, blah. All these sorts of things. That outside noise and that pressure can make you settle for someone because of the fear of being lonely and not doing well in society. So if you settle and you happen to attract a toxic person whilst you're settling, people will praise you because you're not going to tell them that you're going through crap with this person. You're not going to tell them that they're not nice to you. You're not going to tell them that they're controlling. You're not going to tell them that they shout at you. But all they see is a unionship that they believe now is good for you because it makes you look like your life is complete. So those are my reasons as to why you can potentially attract toxic people into your life. So I hope you're satisfied with my response. So yes, I agree. I'm not ugly. Yes, I agree. I would attract most guys. And I agree that I pick losers. And this is the reason why. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll speak to you in my next one. Take care, you guys. Bye.